I've had lots of questions in the comments about where you can get hold of the PR Racing buggies and short course trucks, and it is Modeltune. So there's a link in the description down below. Hello, welcome to Pop Along RC, the RC car channel dedicated to RC car racing, and today I'm talking to you about trucks. Now, in a recent video you would have seen that I got hold of a PR Racing short course truck, and that is now complete. So, I'm going to talk through what I've done. So where we left off at the last video, I still had the shocks to build. So I made up the shocks as it says in the manual. The fronts are set up very slightly differently to the rears. In terms of oils, you want to be going between 500 and 650 CST, which I have put in these. So shocks are all set as it says in the manual. Feels really nice on the car. And then it was over to the electrics. Now, I had another mod buggy which was running an 8.5 turn Orca system, so I've transferred the Orca setup across to this. Now this is a 4-wheel drive short course truck, and I'm running the Orca ESC with the 8.5 turn brushless motor. Now that is a 540 motor. I've done a little bit of research, and it is common for people to run 1/8 electrics in their short course trucks, so it'll be a slightly bigger ESC, and I think it's 550 can brushless motor, so a slightly bigger motor as well. But initially I'm going to stick with this setup, unless you guys in the comments go absolutely mad and tell me I'm very, very wrong. So once I've got the electrics into the car, I got hold of a Savox servo. I purchased this when we were visiting Wheelspin recently, and I also got hold of the tyres that I needed. Okay, so the car is pretty much done now. Next up on the agenda is wheels and tyres. So obviously this car comes with wheels, but it didn't come with tyres, so I've got myself, not those ones, I've got myself some of these, which are short course hard inserts, and I've also got myself some of these, which are short course tyre mini pins yellow. So yeah, let's get these on the car. If you are new to short course trucks, you'll notice actually these wheels, they've got quite a small aperture on this side and a big aperture on that side. As you see on the tyre, small aperture and a big aperture. And it's interesting actually, just about make it out in the light, that the sidewall on the outside of the tyre is a lot stronger because it's got these reinforced bars on the inside. So it means you've got quite a strong sidewall, whereas this side is really, really flimsy. So wheels now in situ, which leaves just one thing to turn this into a proper short course truck, and that is of course the shell. So I've gone with the Proline Axis short course truck shell. I'm going to go with Pop Along livery on this. I'm going to paint it myself. Actually, I'm going to get inside the bag, see if it comes with any window masks, or whether I just have to mask it all up. So fortunately it does come with the window mounts, which I've put in there. So now to decide on what sort of livery style I want to go with, and then we get this sprayed up
and looking good.
So I have marked up and made the holes in the shell. Just going to cover them over with a bit of tape on this side to make sure none of the paint comes through. And now I'm going to mask up the inside and come up with some sort of design and then get it sprayed up. So in terms of the build, it was a real pleasure to actually put this car together. I'm really excited about running Short Course Truck. I think the first outing for this will probably be over at Mill End, and I'm going to do some testing over there. And I hope to run at least one, maybe 2 rounds of the Truck Nationals, and I'd like to actually run another truck event actually. It's a little idea that I've got going on in my head, but I do think this channel's all about getting more people involved in the hobby. Mark and I have recently been to Tamworth, where we raced in the Schumacher GP. Now the Schumacher GP there, the standard of driving was absolutely insane. We were running in their entry level class, which is the LMGT3 class, and I came second to last. So considering that is meant to be a beginner class, yeah, I struggled to keep up with most of the field. Whereas with the Short Course Truck, I do believe, again, you're going to have your superstars within the genre, but I do think it's a lot more accessible to the general population, and I think the cars are a lot more forgiving. So I would love to see more people giving it a go. So if you've got sort of a Centon or a Slash or a Zorro, Apache, some of these other ready-to-run four-wheel drive short course trucks, potentially it's a really simple way for you to test the water with RC car racing. And that's what I'd like to put on this year. Some events which give you guys the opportunity to have a go at racing, not necessarily be a nationals driver, but just have some fun racing with like-minded people. So really excited about this project. I will be doing some fun events, but again, I want to see how I perform on the national circuit. And I'm looking forward to actually visiting some new clubs as well, because the national truck races don't go to tracks near myself, so therefore they're going to be some, gives me an opportunity to pop along to some new tracks, which I'm really excited about as well. In terms of the Truck Nationals, the options you've got is you've got a four-wheel drive short course truck, like this amazing PR Racing truck, or you've got Stadium Truck. Now the Stadium Truck, this is the ST2, this is two-wheel drive. I am going to be racing this at the MKGP coming up very soon, so really looking forward to getting this on the track, and obviously as we head outside, running the four-wheel drive short course truck. I'd go with a pop-along livery. I know Mark's been spending money getting people to spray up his shells and they look amazing. I decided to do this one myself. I recently got hold of some more stencils for the hexagon patterns, and I've gone with hexagons at the front. Our red to orange livery that we normally do, finishing with white at the back. Really crisp, really clean. So for this one, instead of going with the yellow, I decided to pump out a little bit more of the fluorescent orange just to make it stand out a little bit more. But this is kind of the pop-along colour scheme, which is the red, orange, yellow to white fade. Tips and advice, guys. Those of you that are experienced in running short course trucks, sort of national level, what do I need to be aware of? What do I need to sort of change. What tyres should I have in my arsenal? I'm aware that I'm not going to be able to run every single race on the one set tyres. I'm going to need options, but what options should I have as backup tyres? I think what I'm going to probably do is set my son up now with the SC10 Pro 4 and see how he gets on with it. Obviously, I've got a few other short course trucks in the garage that might get a visit to the track very soon.